Hello, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Palworld. I'm having a good one because I am so excited to be back. It's been a crazy couple of days for me, which is why it's been a couple of days since the last time we were here with this friggin' thing. Long story short, my cat was sick. I was really stressed about it, and I have struggled to focus on anything other than the fact that my cat was sick. He is doing much better now. He's still not 100%, but I'm focusing a little bit less on it because he is much better than he was. So I'm playing some Palworld again, and I should say that during the time I was stressing about the cat, he was at times sleeping in my office, and I did take some of that time to try and do a little bit of work. But when I tell you that my cat was not thrilled about how loudly I introduced these videos, he was not pleased. So every time I would do the whole, you know, the either for the other channel, the hey, how's it going, everybody? Or for this channel, the hello, he would get up, meow, and yell to get outside, and he couldn't go outside because he was heavily medicated, and it was a whole thing. So I did end up doing a little bit of work between this episode and the last, and I want to start today by walking you through some of those changes. So first things first, I have massively increased the work speed across the board, and the reason I did this is because for the most part, all of the work and crafting that I do is being cut out of the videos anyway, and so just for my own sake and for my sense of productivity, it's kind of just better that it goes quickly. Like, it's not in the video most of the time, and so that way, instead of spending 2 hours for like one 50-minute Palworld episode, I can spend like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes on one 50-minute Palworld episode, which means I can get more Palworld into my day, which is a total win for me, and I'm completely okay with that. I also read through some of the comments with regards to my question in that last video, which was whether or not I should increase the number of pals that we can have at the base. I did mention back then that if I do that, it will increase the number that we can have right now. For those of you that don't know, the default cap on pals at a base is 15. So the plan is that I'm going to just continue with what I've been doing. We're going to get up to 15 pals, and only then can I look at increasing the number of pals that we can have at the base. So at the moment, we just need to build a high quality hot spring, which needs cryogenic coolant, and I have no idea how we make that. But if you've been paying attention, you might be thinking, hold on a minute, didn't you need to build another thing? I did, and I've built it. It is this guy. This is the weapon assembly line, where we can go and make something like the makeshift assault rifle. We can make 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏, which I really want to make 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏. I'm really tempted to make 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏. I think it'd be kind of great. And also, you might have noticed that, yes, this is upstairs above one of those like gazebo parts of the house. It's like the only place that I could fit the thing without it looking stupid. And I would argue that it still kind of looks stupid. I'm also just gonna, this is my plea. This is me on my knees begging. I would actually do it, but I'm too old. If I get down on my knees to beg, I might not get back up. Diagonal fence pieces, doors, and windows. Please. They are so needed. They've been needed in Palworld forever. They're essential. I don't know why they're not here, but please, I need them in my life. Oh, and just coming back to the Pal box, I also hatched one of those giant fiery eggs that we had incubating at some point in the last episode, and we got 𝗓𝗏 here. Now, 𝗓𝗏, I have no idea who or what 𝗓𝗏 is. Haven't the slightest idea, but I'm very excited to find out what you... Oh, I love him. Oh, I need a saddle for you. And that's actually a really good segue into the fact that I also leveled up. So if I wanted to, can I get a saddle for him? Oh, I can. I need some leather. We're totally doing that. Absolutely doing that. We can also get a Mamarest saddle. I'm going to probably pass on that one. I don't really think it's necessary. An extra weapon holster. A holster that allows an additional weapon to be equipped while in possession and increases the weapon equip slots by 1. That's kind of huge, actually. That would let me make 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 and not mess with what I have equipped at the moment. So absolutely, we'll do that. The 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗢𝗡 is another thing that I might want to get a saddle for. I'm pretty sure that is 𝗟𝗚𝗡 over there. It absolutely is. Now, 𝗟𝗚𝗡 is able to do transport and able to do anything sort of fiery. I have to imagine that 𝗟𝗚𝗡 would also probably be faster than my 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. We'll keep 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙 for now. I do think 𝗚𝗏𝗡 is one that I really want to make a saddle for because that thing just looks so cool. So, what do I need? Leather. Leather, I'm pretty sure we get from killing pals. So we'll go do that in just a second. Because I realize cryogenic coolant is something we have to unlock. It is a high-efficiency cooling medium made from special components derived from pals. It is used to regulate temperature in high-output devices, can be crafted at the production assembly line. It needs 1 aquatic pal fluid and 1 ice organ. So we will unlock this. And then if we want to make this guy, we need 3 of those. So we can go in here, we can queue up 1, 2, 3 of those. We'll start that production, which because we've sped things up is going to go nice and quickly. And then I need to figure out where this thing's going to go. This is the high quality hot spring, which honestly, I'm tempted to just get rid of the original one and put back there. I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea. I do kind of like this spot for it as well. I think that's kind of cool. We could sort of put it over next to the expedition station, which honestly, I'm not against doing, all things considered. So yeah, we're going to build the high quality hot spring right about there. It's going to take about 30 seconds to put together, which I'm fine with because I can use this as an opportunity to go and unlock the faux tropical greenery set, which is not necessary or something I urgently need. But I do want to do just a little bit of decoration around this thing. I want to get just a couple more little trees around it so that it kind of blends in a little bit more with everything that we have going on here. So we have the high quality hot spring, which means that we can upgrade the base. But first things first, what do I need for this? I need hardwood. Are you kidding me? Seriously? We've never been anywhere that needs that gives us hardwood just yet. What I can do at the very least is maybe just put a little bit of foliage right there, and that's honestly probably about all I'm gonna do. We'll just put that there. There we go. That blends it in, right? that does some work for us. Maybe I should go through and get some, how many? I've got 7 technology points. Let's get some foliage here. This has actually been one of my favorite things that I've been doing in the different multiplayer sessions that I have going for Palworld, is just putting fake foliage everywhere because it just makes things look amazing. So a little tree right there. We can do another big old tree sort of back here, I guess, right about there. Should be totally fine. We'll do a slightly smaller tree just over on this side of things, and it just helps it feel like this whole thing kind of belongs here a little bit more. And then if we start throwing in the golden trees, it looks even better. Like, I really cannot express how much I love messing with foliage. It's actually like, look, if you've been following what I do on YouTube for a while, you'll be aware that I don't mind placing 100 trees to make something look good. This is absolutely no exception to that. This is very much an extension of my my love of detailing things in video games. So this really, you know, if you are new around here and you're not aware of that, hello, I have another YouTube channel that will explain so much of why I do things the way I do things. Anyway, this I think will do for now. It's a bit of a mess, but it's kind of supposed to be. Let's get the PAL box upgraded though. We now need an improved furnace, a sphere assembly line 2, and a summoning altar, which is something I'm slightly concerned about because the summoning altar is this guy, which we can unlock. It will offer a slab depicting a PAL to summon a... Oh, wait, offer a slab depicting... Whatever. To summon a powerful PAL to your base, adequate caution and battle readiness is paramount. We do have the materials to make this thing. Absolutely not doing that right now. Not a chance. At level 34, we do get the improved furnace, which is going to be fantastic. We need cement and cryogenic coolant for that one. And at 35, we can get the sphere assembly line 2, which will create PAL spheres at an even faster pace. It requires a PAL with handiwork suitability. It's going to need refined ingots, circuit boards, nails, and paldium fragments. Now, the refined ingots, I would assume, are going to be something I can make somewhere. Circuit boards, I'm assuming as well. I have no idea. I haven't the slightest idea. Oh, wait, the circuit boards are right here. We need pure quartz and polymer to make these. Now, polymer we have just unlocked and we could make a decent amount of right now, which honestly I might do. I might make a bunch of that just to get it out of the way. The pure quartz is something we're going to have to mine somewhere. I'm not really too sure where that's going to be, but I'll figure. What are you all attacking? Why did you all okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. That's fine. What I know now is that I need to level up. I need to be a higher level. I need to be a little bit stronger. And I should also probably get around to making the comfy PAL beds at some stage. I don't actually think I ever went through and unlocked those. And I don't remember what level it is that I can unlock those. They were a while ago. The fluffy PAL beds are level 24. So we'll get those unlocked. We're going to need some wooden boards for those as well. So going in here, I can make 11 wooden boards, which is because I'm a little bit limited on nails. So we're going to make a good amount of nails. We'll start production on that. We'll get this work going, which really shouldn't take too long to do. I'm not going to make all of them right now. I'll just make something like 25, and then we'll head over this way to make our wooden boards. You should go inside to cool that fridge, but sure, that's fine. Let's get these made, which is also not going to take. Oh my God, it's going so quickly on this thing. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. This I don't mind. This makes me feel so much more productive, and I absolutely love it. So we got those. Now, if we want to make these things, we need more nails, because of course we do. Okay. Now, I think I have enough material to make like 5 of these things. So what I'm going to do is take out the 5 beds at the back over here. And then I want to do 1, 2, 3. And if I go there, I think these are actually smaller than the other beds, which is really interesting. We'll do another one just here. And then I think I'll do a regular PAL bed in the middle here just to fill in that space so that I can do this guy right about there, just so we have them evenly spaced. This does make me kind of happy though, because it means that in theory, I can get more PAL beds in this one room, even though it would probably make sense to put them, elsewhere and not in the house, but I can get more PAL beds in here potentially once I have enough materials to remake all of these. For now, the 5 comfy beds will make 5 PALs just a little bit happier. And that reminds me, I managed to find the door. Nice. That reminds me, we should probably get someone else out here. I just don't know what we need. I don't know what we're lacking right now. I mean, you can do holing. We have a good amount of berries. We have a couple of PALs that can do fire stuff. I do know that these little guys, they are super fast and they're great little holers. I mean, look at them go. So actually having him running around might be for the best. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. And I also totally forgot about the fact that I still want to make that Perrin saddle. So we need to get some leather, which I doubt we have lying around over here. We absolutely do not. I'm sure there is some PAL somewhere that'll get me leather out of a ranch, but I think the easiest thing to do realistically is probably just, go murder some stuff. So let's tell Perrin to go and murder whatever it's, oh my God. Sure, that works for me. That's, I mean, it'll level up in the process. So this actually kind of makes pretty good sense to me. Oh my God. Did I get leather? I totally did. Do I get leather from a frog? Oh my God, that's a lot more damage against Perrin than I was hoping for. Are you going to hit there we go. Do I get leather from you? No. Noted. Oh, and just as another point, I need leather for that extra weapon holster. So we need to go and murder just a ton of pals out here. And I'm kind of okay with that. I also kind of want the V1 armor. I'm not going to lie. It gives me cold and heat resistance, which is fine. I'm currently wearing the heat resistant metal armor, which gives me level 2 heat resistance. And we are probably heading to a desert shortly, so maybe not. The growth acceleration bell is something that would give my pals some bonus XP. Did I ever get around to making that? No, I didn't. And it is an accessory that I could probably do pretty well to get my hands on. Paldium fragments are easy. Mysterious mushrooms, I'm assuming, come from a dungeony cave or something like that. And then the pendant of diligence is speedy worker 3. I guess that would be nice. The average feedback would be good as well. I think realistically, I want the weapon holster, I want this, and I kind of want 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗄. So we're gonna get started, I think, with 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗄, which also means, you know what, I'm gonna come back for that. I'm gonna come back from that once I have the leather that I need to bring it with me, and also I need to bring back a ton of Paldium fragments too. So I guess we could get into a little bit of trouble over here. This 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙 was just fighting some syndicate thugs. I reckon I can take it on and probably, oh yeah, we can do plenty of damage against that 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙. There we go, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙. Oh, that's what I love to see. I don't think I need another one. I think we did catch one. Although I'm not against catching another one, I guess, because it gives me XP regardless. And I mean, it's probably fine to catch another 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙, absolutely. Don't mind if I do. I got a bunch of pal oil out of that. I got a bunch of leather out of that as well, which we love to see. And then down here, we have some Relaxosauruses that just beat up a level 3 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙. I think I would like to beat up the Relaxosauruses and catch one because I haven't got one yet. And I think that's, never mind, they're both dead. Huh. Right. That was, unexpected. I mean, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙 is kind of amazingly powerful right now, so sure. But that's still ridiculous. Anyway, let's make you aggressive so you can just kill everything around here. And I can just get a ton of leather from you doing that. And you know, just while we're out here, it might not be a terrible idea to grab another depresso because I'm pretty sure I just need one more of those to get my little capture bonus on them, which is absolutely true. Don't mind if I do. We also have a couple of rushers laying around here that we'll just very quickly murder because I'll get some leather from those as well, and I can do it quite quickly, which is fantastic news. And then we have 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡. Now I do already have 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡, so I'm not super concerned if 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙 here murders 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡, but I wouldn't be against capturing another one. Not that I necessarily need a second one, but I'm just curious to see if this hypersphere is going to capture this, absolutely is going to capture this boss pal again, which is totally fine by me. Now, in other news, let's murder some depressos because did you just miss? Seriously? There we go. That's a little bit better. We don't get leather from that, but we do get venom glands from that. And I'm pretty sure I need a bunch of venom glands for that depresso onesie that I was looking for. And I also need to make like high quality cloth or something like that. It's a little while ago that we dealt with the furry, but we can, you know, we can head back there at some point. I don't know if I'm going to put on that robot outfit, but I will absolutely put on a depresso onesie because that's just, I mean, look at this hat. I don't look ridiculous enough. Maybe don't look at the hat too closely, but you know, I'm not against wearing a onesie. Okay, so here's a little something that I'm wondering. First and foremost, this entire area in the middle here, we haven't discovered, and I would kind of like to. That's just off to my left here. I'm right over here at the Bridge of the Twin Knights. This entire area, got no idea what's in there. So I'm slightly tempted to move into this space and start exploring it a little bit. I'm sure if we look over to the left, somewhere there's probably a tower. I think that's the tower in the lava space. So somewhere in there's going to be a tower that we can get up to that will reveal everything in that space. And I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to start working my way north through this space towards this 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗙 as well, because I'm relatively sure I could take it on and I would kind of like to capture it. I want the XP. I want any leather that I can get in here as well. So it's kind of a win-win as far as I'm concerned. Now, what would be the best way to go in here? I mean, it's over yonder, right? It's over to my... I think we just fast travel. I think we just fast travel down to the sealed realm of the Ardent. Maybe even Small Cove would be better, and we just work our way up from there. I think that's what we do. I think we go to Small Cove. And then very simply, we just go north. We just head this way and see what we can see. We have a Nightwing thing there. I'm pretty sure that's its name. We do have some woolly pops down here. We've never captured any of these before. Relatively sure I'm not going to get leather from them, but we've never captured them. I would like the bonus XP, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be a great source of, well, I would assume wool, right? So that's kind of the idea. That one managed to get out. You cheeky little so-and-so. We'll grab you again. We'll head down here and see if we can grab these 3, and that'll be my capture bonus pretty much done right away, which is fantastic news. So we'll grab you, and we'll grab you, and let's see, can I get all 3 of you in one go? I realize I think I just got cotton candy. Oh, hello. I did. I got cotton candy and high quality pal oil from those. Now that right there should be 5 of 5. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I love that. I love when you get a little string of captures like that. It's always really good. Have I caught a bunch of those deer? I absolutely have. So I guess in that case, we'll hop back on you. Oh, I didn't want you to be aggressive, but that's fine, I guess. Maybe we should set you to defensive again. Although I also wouldn't be against fighting this 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I think we need to. Well, actually, you know what? We do need to. We absolutely do. I need the leather, so we'll just mess this guy up as best we possibly can. I might go for the capture just because I can, so we'll hit him with the hypersphere and see how that works out. This will be my 3rd 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗙. How much XP do I get for catching one of these? 3,200. Not bad. And 9 leather as well, which brings us up to 33 leather right about there. I think I need like 50 something leather. So I'm going to be out here for a while, which is completely fine. We can continue to explore and just sort of see what we see out here. We have more woolly pops over there. That's all right. Still no real sign of the tower that I would be looking for out here. And also no sign of quartz out here either. So that's something we are going to need to find probably sooner than later, I think. I've been debating whether or not I should use maps and things like that online to find stuff, but that feels, at this stage, I still kind of want to, have I landed yet? At this stage, I still want to explore. You know, I don't want to just go Google stuff all the time. I've been doing very, very little of that so far. Even in the multiplayer games that I've talked about a couple of times, I'm being very, very deliberate in what I do and where I go. There are some of them where other people in the world have gotten up to like different like the 4th and 5th tower and stuff like that, and I haven't gone to those towers because I want to experience it in single player. Now this would be kind of a cool place for a base. We have some sulfur right there. If I was to set up a little something here, in fact, if I was to move the Desolate Church base into this space, that would be really cool. We also have a 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢 below us somewhere, which I would kind of like to fight and take on a little bit. But I think what I'd like to do is place a marker here, and I want to use, let's see, I don't know what icon to use. We'll do something like that, I guess, as a custom marker. I can name it, I think. I have no idea. Can I rename you? Is that a thing I can do? I genuinely don't know. That's fine. We'll keep that little star. We'll remember that that's a thing. Let's see if we can catch 2 more 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗙 while we're... Wow. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. Let's see if I can catch you. I didn't really think we'd just kill the 𝗚𝗚𝗡 outright, but sure. This will be my 4th one, which it absolutely is. And that now gives me 52 leather, which is fantastic. Yeah, this would be a great spot for a base. It would give me a regular supply of sulfur, which is something that I also will happen to need. I'm going to need sulfur. I'm going to need coal. I'm going to need quartz. And I'm going to probably need to set up different bases for all of those things. But it is worth keeping in mind, I have done a little bit of digging into different systems that we can unlock. And if I can get up to a certain level in here, for the life of me, I don't remember what it is. Level 41, we get the guild chest, which is a chest that can instantly send and receive items through subspace. The items inside are shared across all bases where it is placed. So if I could build multiple guild chests, I could have this base here producing iron and sulfur and then have access to that iron and sulfur back in my main base, wherever that happens to be. Also, let's just see if we can not kill this 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗏. Maybe little Wispo there is a little too strong for what I'm trying to do, but that's my idea. Get to level 41, get a guild chest, and sort of use that to get supplies around pretty much everywhere. Let's use 𝗚𝗏𝗡 for this and see what we can do. Because 𝗚𝗏𝗡's probably not going to kill the 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗏 in like one shot. Oh, that really hurt. Ooh, you all right, 𝗚𝗏𝗡? You're doing all right. That's fine. You're not really hitting the 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗏 all that. Oh, no, you are. Okay. Let's get a couple more attacks on there. And let's see if we can grab it. Because if I can get my 5th 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗏, I will be really, really happy. And I'm going to try again. I'm not willing to give up on it. I'm also going to bring you in because I don't want you to kill it. Absolutely not you either. There we go. Oh, I love it. We're very close to level 34, which is lovely. And there's the tower that we're looking for as well. That is exactly what I want. Now, I do want to deal with this 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏 down here. And this is actually something that I will admit, I'm pretty sure I know where the entrance to that 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏 happens to be. I think it's down here. If I remember right, I think there is a little entrance to a mine just behind, and there absolutely is, just behind this this waterfall. The reason I know this is, again, not to keep referencing back to it, but look, I was running around at 4 in the morning in a multiplayer thing and could not find the entrance to this place, and this is one that I did in fact Google because it was really annoying me. So that's that's why I know where this is. We can get the improved furnace, we can get the refined metal axe. We cannot get the refined metal pickaxe, unfortunately, but at some point we can absolutely get our hands on that. We do need 2 technology points for it. I maybe shouldn't have spent my technology points on stupid trees, but a little bit too late for that. So it's what it is, I guess. Let's get you out so I can see what we're dealing with in here. And I am pretty sure if we just follow this around, it's right there. Right there, we have 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏, which is a weird looking thing, but also kind of a cool looking thing. So let's just attack it. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Absolutely going to be trying to capture this pal as well, as long as we don't kill it, which would be kind of annoying. I could shoot it, which doesn't really do. I don't think we're doing enough damage to really warrant shooting this thing. Let's maybe let's kind of just let 𝗚𝗏𝗡 do whatever here, because I think everything else is just going to kill 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏 really, really quickly, and I'd really prefer not to do that. I don't. Oh, how are you doing? Your health is like 50%. 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏's a little bit lower, which is fine. I could throw a hypersphere at you now. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot. And while we're here, we'll grab whatever this is, which is cavern mushrooms. That's fine. Let's grab whatever's in this chest. 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗏's getting absolutely messed up over there, which is not ideal. Let's call you back and let's just do, no. Let's, that was really close. This should be a capture though, I would assume. And by the looks of it, it absolutely is. Don't mind if I do. And so with that done, let's go ahead and grab this little fast travel point so I can get back here nice and easily. And then I want to get up here and I want to grab this tower. And by the looks of things, we have coal right here. We have stone right here. We have sulfur right here. this could make for a really cool base as well, a really productive base. What I'm curious about though is what we get from these trees. It is just regular wood. But if I was to place a pal box right in the middle of this place, I mean, admittedly, we do have what I think are some vanworms down the hill. We have those guys, which are kind of scary and kind of tough. We could probably take them though. At least 𝗚𝗚𝗙𝗢𝗡 could probably take them, which I would be fine with. Getting a supply of coal, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. That is kind of a big deal. I think we might want to put another marker here and just sort of, I don't know if I can rename them. I really have no idea. Could do a guild marker. I think we'll do this as the icon, I guess. And again, I've got no idea if I can rename them, but that seems fine by me. That gives us a little custom marker right there. We have the star right down here. We do actually have a human boss down that way. I'm not really too interested in that one. I think we get the tower. I think we go and get the sealed realm of the Swordmaster. And then I guess we figure out who the Swordmaster happens to be. Also, we have a couple of level 32 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢 down here that are a little upset with me. So since I've never caught any of these, I'd really like to. And I'd really like to see just how much XP I get for capturing a 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗧 and what I generally get from capturing a 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗧. 𝗚𝗚𝗙𝗡, if you wouldn't mind doing a ton of damage to them though, that would be great, little buddy. You're typically really good at everything you do. This time you're kind of struggling. Let's see if we can grab that one though, and let you focus on that one, which I'm also going to try and grab before you kill it. Oh, 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗡 is also kind of hurt. Oh my God. Oh no, they are both trying to get me right now. Who else can fight a 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗧? Foxicle. Let's get you out here. We caught one, and oh, we caught two. Okay, well, that makes my life a little bit easier. Got some high quality pal oil from that one. And we get to go up here and have a look at this entire area. You know, I know I make fun of these towers and I say that it's like a Ubisoft game. I mean, it is, but I actually do really like these moments where it kind of pans around and shows you the area. Like there's some kind of weird base thing down there. I'm very excited to go and have a look at just over that way. And then we can see that, I mean, there's a boss down below here. There's a boss up there that I think we knew about. There's a human boss up here. There's another pal boss up there. We have 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗄 up that way. We have another watchtower up there as well that I would love to get to. But for now, I think my focus is going to be squarely on, I'm lost. Where am I going? I'm going down there is where I'm going. And there's another syndicate base thing right behind this. And there's a fast travel point over there. And then I think that other pal boss is in that body of water over there. So we have a lot of things to do. Let's get down here. Let's grab this fast travel point. We could fight that Broncherry. Level 38 is kind of high, and 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗡 is kind of out of action right now, which has me slightly concerned. But I think maybe. What exactly am I dealing with in here? This is Bushi, level 25. I think we could take that on. We do have a 𝗟𝗓𝗏 over here as well, who I can do a decent bit of damage to and maybe grab. I don't know how many of these guys I've captured before, but hopefully this is going to be like 5 out of 5. It is 2 out of 5. That's unfortunate. What are you? You are an Elgrove. You look amazing. I'm going to get, we're going to fight you is what we're going to do. At least if we can hit you, we're going to fight you. So far, we're not having a lot of luck with that whole bit. We hit the tree. That's great. Ooh, oh no. No. Elgrove. That's unfortunate. Hey, buddy. I'm coming down there to do not that. Do that. There we go. Never got one of these before either, but again, I'll take that first time capture bonus. Absolutely. I will take that. We're almost level 35, and I think I've kind of settled into a rhythm here. Oh my God. Oh, they're not all that high level. We'll deal with them in a minute, because right now I want to get this this Bushi right here and see if we can't maybe catch ourselves another boss pal. Now, we've already done a ton of damage here. We've done a bunch more damage, which is great. 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗢𝗡, if you wouldn't mind doing just a little bit more, I can try and capture this Bushi, and we can stop the Bushi from beating you up. There we go. We'll grab you. 68% is pretty solid. Hopefully it's going to be first try. It absolutely is. It never gets old. And we leveled up as well. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, give me stamina. I think that's going to be really important. And give me the sphere assembly line, because we do need that at the base. We're also going to need, I think, circuit boards for that sphere assembly line. So we'll unlock those before the Ultra Sphere, even though I'd love to get my hands on that thing. The air dash boots will allow me to dash in midair. That's cool, but I'm probably never going to use it. Carbon fiber, I've got no idea what it's needed for, but I'm sure it's needed at some point. I really have no idea. I just don't know. I do know that high quality cloth comes at level 36 though. That's something I'd love to get my hands on, but that's going to have to be, well, at level 36. And you know, just to stop myself from getting distracted, I'm going to skip that syndicate base for now because I do want to see what the boss pal is over this way. You seem really cool, and I get the feeling it's going to be one of you. We also have a 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗙 down there who I'm going to just avoid for the time being because, again, I want to see what I'm dealing with over here. An azurobe. It's like azure is blue, right? So it's gonna be one of these things, isn't it? It's gonna be yep, it's a level 40. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Maybe later. We'll come back for that one. That's yeah, they're all kind of high level actually. I could probably take them, to be completely honest. I absolutely could. I don't think I could take that many of them right now, so I'm not going to. What I would like to do though is, again, stay on top of fast travel points. So we're going to go grab this one at Whisperwind Hill, which appears to be right next to a alpha boss level syndicate gunner fella called Grill. So we're going to see what kind of damage we can do. That was not the attack I wanted to do. We're going to see what kind of damage we can do here against all of this, because I'm not really too concerned about this. I mean, I probably should be, but let's just kind of see what we can do here and see if we can maybe manually take out this this fella, because I'm really just not all that worried about him. Let's see if I can grab him. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Okay. Let's be careful. Let's not get murdered here. Let's hop off of you. I don't need to grab him, but I'm going to grab him because apparently that's just a thing I do. Okay, you know what? Let's just murder him. I don't need another person. I do not need another another human back at the base, especially not that fella. He looks like he could eat me out of house and home, which no, I can barely feed my pals as it is. We have enough mouths to feed. Although we do have a big old Mammorest up here who I would like to kind of mess up a little bit because I don't think we ever got the 5th one that I was looking for. So let's just see what kind of damage we can do with 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗄 here. And I'm oh, that kind of hurt. All right, 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗄. Let's just let's see if I can get my hands on that Mammorest. In fact, did I get the 5th one? I don't remember. I probably should, but I've captured a lot of pals here today. That was my 6th one. Yes, I did get the 5th one already. Okay. Well, that's fine. What the hell is this? You know what? It's just another syndicate base, right? Yeah, level 25s. We could probably take them on. I'm not super concerned about it because I'm much more concerned about this fast travel point and possibly these univolts. No, I don't. I've not done much with the univolt. I think we'll pass on that one. Oh, no. I don't like these. Oh, this is it's another alpha pal. It's a Tantris, which is like a spidery looking thing. And no, I don't like them. Oh, I don't like them at all. They're really, oh my God. Wait, are there two? Is there 2 of them down there? Why am I seeing 2? Wait, one of them is rampaging. Oh, one of them's a boss and one of them's rampaging, and I can only capture one of them. I can only oh boy. That's why my 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗏 died. Oh, I think that's the rampaging one. Oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm out of here. Oh my God. Yeah, never seen that before. I have never seen I've never seen a boss level like Alpha Pal with a rampaging one right next to it. That is very new to me, and I never want to experience that again. So yes, I don't like 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏. Never been a fan of 𝗟𝗓𝗡. I don't like that both my 𝗚𝗚𝗡 and my 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏 are both knocked out now. That's kind of problematic. But I do like that we're very close to this watchtower. So we'll take the good with the bad, I guess. I'm just not 100% sure we're going to be able to do that boss fight that I wanted to do. But I do know that we can have a little bit of a look around here. We have a cool looking statue down there as well, which I'm very excited about. That island over there looks, actually both of those islands look really cool, and the world tree off in the distance. This is a really cool space. There's also a lot of snow up there to the north, which I'm very, very excited about. Oh wow, we've revealed that space up there as well. Okay, I wasn't necessarily expecting to reveal all of that, but I guess that makes sense. We do have a fast travel point up here at 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗄 Hill, which I'm fine with. We do have a boss over this way as well, which I think I'm going to pass up on just for now because I do want to get back to base and I do want to work on crafting some things. I'm also really, really tempted to set up a base just here. I know it's right next to that tower, but this would give us coal and this would give us a little bit of sulfur, and both of those things would be great. I do know that there was more sulfur down this way, but I think for now I want to take on that 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏, which is probably risky given that I only have 3 pals and one of them is lower level than I'd like. But that's kind of the reason I was working my way here just in general, was to get up here to this 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏 and see if I could take it on. So for better or worse, this is what we're doing. We might not win this fight, which would be really annoying, but that's fine. That's the risk that we take when we do these things. It's fine. What is this? Oh, that's another journal. Okay. I should probably also make sure I'm always grabbing these small pal souls. We can use those to make my pals a little bit better. Anyway, level 30, sealed realm of the myriad flames. And I think my best bet for this is going to be 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, because, you know, water attacks versus fire attacks. Let's bring you in so you're not getting too messed up there. Let's hit you with that. We're doing all right. If we could freeze them, that would be amazing. Let's just make sure again that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's not getting beat up by the fire. Oh, no. Less of that. We're doing pretty good. We're still doing pretty good, actually. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, if you could keep that up, that would be amazing. Gotta keep you moving around as well, just so you don't get got too much. That's kind of the main thing I want to avoid is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Oh, I also would like to not be on fire myself, if I'm completely honest with you. One more good attack from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. That one's really not all that effective. Let's get something good going here, if you wouldn't mind. Maybe one more? Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to take that chance. If I could get the capture here on 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏𝗏, I would be so pleased. Not that I need 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗏𝗏, but don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. Anyway, back here at base, things are looking pretty good. We are not making anything here right now. That's presumably because Meowmere has been moved into storage somewhere. We can make this extra weapon holster though, and that is something that I absolutely want to get my hands on. I'll leave that be for just a second though, because the other thing that I wanted was the 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗏 saddle, this thing right here. Even though I'm honestly probably not going to be using 𝗚𝗏𝗏 as a mount all that much, because we obviously have 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗏, it's kind of just cool. That's honestly just the reason that I want this thing. So we'll grab that, we'll summon 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I mean, just look at this. It's just cool, man. There's no real reason for it. It's just really, really cool. Now, I realize since we happen to have so many pals in our pal box, it might not be a terrible idea to go through and do a little bit more condensation. So if we wanted to get this Depresso, for example, this Alpha Depresso, to be a little bit better, we can increase his max health, his attack, his defense, and his efficiency in ranches by condensing the other Depressos that we have. And we can kind of continue through here. So the flame bells that we have, we can make those. a little bit better, which I'm not against doing, because again, we can sort of condense things down and make the PAL box a little bit less busy and a little bit less packed. These woolly pops, I guess we'll condense down as well. I don't think there's ever going to be a situation where I don't know that we're ever going to have 2 of these. My thinking is when it comes to making that high quality cloth, I might actually want multiple woolly pops. So maybe we don't do that. And then for the 𝗚𝗡𝗏𝗡s, I mean, we have a level 35 one in there. We have a level 36. So what if we were to condense the 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗡, which, I mean, the 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗡 can do logging and mining, which is kind of a big deal. I think we absolutely should have a 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗡 available, especially if we set up one of those, that base with like the big trees around it. Having a 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗡 up there would be great. This 𝗟𝗚𝗡 as well can do logging, planting, harvesting, mining, and transport. So having the 𝗟𝗚𝗡 and 𝗚𝗚𝗏𝗡 up there will help us with food and also the general production, which I'm very much okay with. We would probably need a 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗢 up there, which is fine, I suppose. We can go for this one and condense the rest of them. So that'll be watering, which means that it'll be a little bit easier to, well, not easier, but it means that the plants will actually grow, which is sort of the point of that whole thing. And I think that's about everything that we can condense right now other than the woolly pops. So we'll kind of leave all of that be. That does look like just about everything. There's also 32 pages in a PAL box. So realistically, I didn't really need to condense all of those, but that's fine. I would also like to look into our research here. So this is work speed for handiwork goes up if we get some cloth. We can get less materials for armor, and research speed can go up as well. Okay. I mean, what else can we do in here? If I get some charcoal, I can get the work speed for kindling to go up a little bit, which I honestly wouldn't be against. Watering, we can do that now. Planting, we could do now as well, which is ancient PAL manuscripts, and we only have 5 of those. Better electricity generation. I don't think we're hurting for any of this right now. I'd obviously like to do all of it, but I don't know which one, so I think I'll leave that be and have a think about which one I would like to do. As for over here, has this thing been made? It hasn't, but our little witchy wizardy frog is doing his best. And I think I've got it now, which is kind of cool. So we can have, yeah, we have another slot right there. We can have 5 things. I have no idea where they've put Meowmere is the problem now, because it was made. It's definitely somewhere. I just don't know where. I have to assume it's going to be in one of the chests inside, right? It would be this feels like it's where the closest chest. Not in there. It's not in there. Oh man, am I gonna have to? There it is. Okay. I've never used this thing before, but I'm really curious to get a look at it. And honestly, oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of into it. I'm not gonna lie. Yep. Okay. That's everything that I wanted it to be. I love that. Anyway, to make the improved furnace, we're going to need a bunch of this cryogenic coolant, and we're also going to need a ton of cement as well. And now that we have those things, as well as some stone and some flame organs, of which we have many, I can build this thing, and I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of thinking here is kind of a neat spot for the improved furnace. It's moving the furnace stuff inside. It is putting it against a wooden wall, which is, at least in Palworld, that's completely fine. It's not going to burn down as far as I'm aware. At least I would hope it's not going to burn down. And there we go. That's kind of cool looking. And using this, I can now make refined ingots, which I need coal for. And this is where we now need a ton of coal. So let's make as many refined ingots as we possibly can. Let's also build a little wooden chest next to this thing, which is going to be purely for ingot storage. And I think I'll let ore go in there as well because coal is considered an ore. But this now means that we're one step closer to getting refined metal armor and the refined pickaxe and all that good stuff, which reminds me we need to unlock the refined metal pickaxe. Totally forgot about that. We still have 3 technology points, which is fantastic news. So once we level up again, we can probably get the 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢. And also the ability classes are used to discern hidden PAL potential, display health, attack, and defense stats on a scale of 0 to 100. That's cool. I just don't think I need it. But what I do think I need is to come back up this way and start working on, is that, and that is a rampaging vanworm. You know, I was coming up here with the idea of of building another base. I don't know about that. I am suddenly a little concerned about this. That is a hell of a thing. I mean, we can't capture it and it's going to do a ton of damage. I kind of need to kill it though, right? I mean, it kind of looks like it's flying away. Hold on. What do I need for a PAL box? I need wood and I need stone. Right. Well, the stone part, that's sulfur. What, that's sulfur? That's sulfur apparently. Okay. We do have some stone just over here that I can get my hands on. So we'll grab this little bit of stone. We'll grab this little bit of wood right about here. And in theory, that should be enough to make a PAL box. Now, I want this PAL box to be relatively central. So I'm kind of thinking about here so that we have all of that sulfur, all of that coal within the borders of this whole thing. So I'm going to say we want to go probably about right there for this thing. Now, the important thing to keep in mind is this base is not going to be set up to be super pretty. It's going to be set up to be super efficient, or as efficient as I can get it to be. I'm going to need stone. I'm going to need berry seeds. I'm going to need wood. So let's head back over here and we'll grab just as much stone as I can be bothered to grab. And then we'll do the same thing with a little bit of wood right here. That's 17. We could probably use a little bit more. And then what I can do is build a feed box. I'm just going to say right here is the spot for a feed box for the time being. That vanworm is really close. I don't like that these vanworms are so close to this place. It's making me really, really nervous. But if I can get enough good pals up here, that's not going to be too much of a problem. Do we have any berry bushes around here? In fact, I do have the means to make a wooden chest. That is something I absolutely need to get my hands on. So a wooden chest for now is going to be a little temporary measure, I think. So we'll go and put it, I'm going to say right about there. Should be totally fine. This will let me store, ooh, you were very close. This will let me store things like the ore, the palladium, the stone, and the wood that I'm carrying. Also the mammorest meat, which will go off eventually, but it's very, very heavy and I don't want to be carrying it around. And then that vanworm is problematic, but that's fine. What I ultimately need up here is a couple of berry plantations, and I need some straw pal beds. So I'm going to need some fiber. I'm going to need more wood. That is easy enough to come by though. So I think what I'd like to do, since we can put so many pals out here, is I want to get started with the level 36 mammorest, because that's going to be woodcutting, mining, and planting. We can get the 𝗟𝗚𝗏, which is planting, harvesting, woodcutting, mining, and transport. We can probably avoid, we could put a 𝗟𝗚𝗏 out. I don't think we'll bother. I think I did sort everything though. So that 𝗟𝗚𝗏 is actually the one that I was using. So we'll maybe have 𝗟𝗚𝗏 with us. We do have 𝗚𝗓𝗏, who's we're going to swap out Blaze Howl for 𝗚𝗓𝗏. Blaze Howl can do woodcutting and also fire stuff, so you can be out here as well. I mostly need people that can do mining, but having the fire thing, well, honestly, I don't know if we do need you, but we'll have you here anyway. That's fine. Who else can I get for some top tier mining then? That's going to be the real question. If we go through, we have 𝗟𝗡𝗢, who is not all that useful. This 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢 is going to be needed for the farming. That's going to be really important. We are also probably going to put a ranch up here, maybe? I don't think we'll put a woolly pop out right now, but that might be something we look into. 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗥𝗡 can do handiwork. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. You can do wood cutting and transport, which is fine. These 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗧 would actually be better than the 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗢 now that I think about it, so that's what we're going to go for there. You can do some handiwork, some transport, some harvesting, and some wood cutting, so you can go out as well. We don't have as much mining as I would like, but honestly, that's probably fine. I do think we have in here somewhere, I did catch another one of you guys, so we'll grab you and put you out because you can do mining too. And that is 6 pals, so that'll be 6 beds that we need. And for those 6 beds, we need wood, we need fiber. We have, hopefully, both of those things in this pile. We absolutely do. And so that right there is going to be our 6 beds for the 6 pals that we have. They are starting to put things into this chest, which is fantastic news, but I'm kind of thinking we probably want to make this into a bigger chest. But before we even do that, I do want to go back to the other base. I want to get my hands on some berry seeds, and I want to get, ideally, probably 3 berry plantations up here, because these guys will probably eat a lot. And so now, hopefully, we can do 1, we can do 2, and we can do 3 little berry plantations right here. These won't take too long to put together whatsoever, and we should hopefully see a bunch of my pals, there we go, coming over to start planting all of the different seeds. We have 2 of them coming over to water these ones as well. And that right there means that this place is pretty much up and going. We have a ton of coal in here. We have a ton of sulfur in here. We have a bunch of paldium fragments. I know I put those in there. Decent little bit of wood. But what I would like to do, I think, is also get my hands on, well, I don't know if I want to do things like a logging site. I don't know if we need that. Same with stone, same with ore mining. I'm just not 100% sure that we necessarily need those things out here. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to keep these guys active, because once all of this coal and sulfur is gone, it's going to take a little while for it to come back. So giving these guys something to do when those things go is probably not the worst idea in the world. So actually, I guess, wait, what are you guys fighting? That has me a little bit concerned. What are you know what? None of my business. None of my business. I'm not gonna go and find trouble where I don't need to find trouble. Let's just get the logging thing going. And again, we're not going for looks here. We're going for, you know, what is hopefully nice and efficient. So, you know, I'm realizing I might be building on top of some nodes for these things, and I'm really hoping I'm not. But let's build the logging site here and get this thing together nice and quickly. And apparently I've upset a van worm, which is kind of problematic, but we do have everybody waking up to hopefully murder that van worm. And I think is that my Bushi? I have no idea what's going on, but apparently we scared it off, I guess. Sure, that works for me. And so just really quickly, I want to come back here to the main base, because while I was trying to get a bunch of stone so that I could actually go ahead and build these stone pits and the ore mining site, which also needs paldium fragments apparently, my pickaxe broke. And I realized that that's not the end of the world, because I can now make the refined metal pickaxe and the refined metal axe, which is going to be so much better, I would hope, than the regular metal pickaxe that I've been using. And so now we can just swap these guys out for the refined metal ones. I think we'll just discard the old ones because we're not really using them too much. I really should clean out my inventory as well, but for now, I'm not really super concerned about that. The main thing I want to do, I guess, is go over here and just get myself a whole bunch of these paldium fragments, and I want to see just how many we get with the refined metal pickaxe. Wow, okay. Oh, I am okay with this. That is kind of fantastic. Also, what are you little guys? Have I ever caught you before? I've never caught a Nox before. Okay, let's try and get you. Let's try and get you. Oh, that one actually just, okay. I don't think shooting you is a good idea. I think we'll just do this, because I think shooting you might absolutely just end you in an instant. We'll hit you with that. We'll try and grab this one as well. I don't need them, but again, bonus XP for catching pals is never a bad thing. Can I just use a regular pal sphere on you? I'm assuming I totally can. And there we go. We have 3 of them. Just like that. Don't mind if I do. Got some leather out of it. Got some pal souls out of it as well, which is fantastic news. And a ton of paldium fragments around here as well. I could go over there and get that one. I'm not going to, because I actually want to have a very quick look at my statue of what's its name, this thing, right here. Because we have a bunch of stuff I could use to enhance my own abilities, which I kind of want to do. Better movement speed, for example, would be kind of huge. Better capture power would be kind of huge. This movement speed one especially, up to like 4% faster is kind of great. A little bit more XP gain as well is kind of great. So we're absolutely going to be doing all of that. And then I can enhance some of my pals as well. I have a lot of small pal souls in here. So for 𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗢, for example, I could use a bunch of those to get him 12% more health, which would be amazing. I could use a bunch of those to get 𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗢 12% more attack damage, which is potentially ridiculous. We could go to 15, actually, if we really wanted to. We do have this one to spend. Defense, we could get that up to like 12% as well. I'm honestly okay with this. I don't know if defense is that big of a deal, but I'm completely okay with this because 𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗢 is kind of already ridiculous. And so going up to 522 attack damage is, well, ridiculous. And I'm very much okay with that. I'm very excited to see what kind of damage we can do with a little 𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗢 now. And there we go. We have our ore mining site. We have our wood cutting site. We have our stone mining site. And that's going to keep these guys nice and busy, which is exactly what I want them to be. Oh my God. I love the Relaxosaurus so much. Oh, it's so good. We have so much sulfur, a little bit of ore, quite a bit of paldium, a really good amount of coal as well. I'm going to be honest. I've already forgotten what I needed those things for. I've genuinely already sort of forgotten what the need was. I think it was for this, right? The sphere assembly line level 2. Which needs circuit boards and 100 refined ingots. Now, circuit boards we can make, and it's pure quartz and polymer. Quartz is the one thing we haven't found today. And I mean, I guess I have no idea where we would find it either. I'm assuming it's probably up this way, like towards the ruler of the sands. Maybe. There's also like a couple of fast travel points nearby that I haven't got yet. And the completionist in me really, really wants to go and get those. So as dangerous, I was about to say as dangerous as this might be, I'll go get it. That is a rampaging vanworm. I don't care. There's a fast travel point over there. I am going around that rampaging vanworm. That is a lot. 7 vanworms, one of which is raging. I don't think so somehow. We've moved into a really bad neighborhood is what we've done here. I have some doubts about this new base that we've built. I'm a little nervous about it. It's a hell of a neighborhood that we've moved into. Thankfully, I have leveled up from this though, which I don't mind if I do. I'm going to go for a bit more weight, I think. And then for technology, I do want the Ultra Sphere. I think that's important. I don't really care for the onion plantation. I do want the high quality cloth because I think that's a good idea. Because again, we can start working towards that with a lot of wool and a lot of leather. But we can start working towards that Depresso onesie that I've been talking about. And then the other fast travel point that I want is just over there. So we'll get up here. We're going to ignore you because you're level 38 and I just do not think so. And that gives us yet another fast travel point, which is absolutely fantastic. I think that is all of them on this chunk of land now, except for Kelpsy Hill, which I'm kind of okay with. It's towards another pair of islands that we can explore and discover and worry about just a little bit later on. And so I guess what I'd like to do now is grab this coal, grab this sulfur, and grab this these paldium fragments, and we'll fast travel back to the other base, as encumbered as we might be. We can store it all in this chest right about here, and then I want to go over this way and have a little bit of a look and just remind myself what I need for everything that I want to do next. So refined ingots and circuit boards. Now, circuit boards, again, quartz and polymer, that's something we'll have to deal with. Polymer is sulfur and high-quality pal oil. I think what I will do is queue up maybe 50 polymer, because that's going to use a lot of high-quality pal oil and a decent bit of sulfur, but we can sort of queue this up for later and not worry too much about that. And then for the refined ingots, we can now make up to 56 of those because we have a good amount of coal sitting around, which is fantastic news. So we'll get those made. We'll get the polymer made as well. And that gets us a little bit closer to being able to make sphere assembly line number 2, which is fine. The summoning altar, on the other hand, is something I don't see myself ever using, but I guess should be built because it's apparently a thing that the game wants me to build. I don't know where to build this thing. It is kind of huge, all things considered. I really don't see myself ever using it. But I guess for now, just to kind of get it done and out of the way, we'll build it here and we can have a look and see what exactly a summoning altar is. Select an item to offer. I have no idea what this is. So this thing is getting demolished the second we get that sphere assembly line number 2 built, because it just looks a little bit silly. Oh, this is interesting. Apparently there's a raid on the way. Okay. I don't think so. I somehow don't think so. I mean, the raid's still on its way. I'm not going to negotiate and I'm not going to wait 5 minutes for it to get here. It's only 2 waves. It's a bunch of syndicate fellas up on the hill. And realistically, this should be easy enough. Wispaw, let's get you out here, because that seems like a fun idea to get little old Wispaw out here with just the amount of damage that he can presumably do now. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗄, I'd like to... I want to grab you. Never mind. Yeah, these guys are not going to do particularly well, I don't think. This is ridiculous. This thing is ridiculous. I want that 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙. I do. I want the 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙. There we go. All right. Got the 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙. That's fine. That might have been a little bit of overkill, but we'll not worry too much about it. Let's just beat you guys up with some cats. As this is ridiculous. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so just before we move towards wrapping things up for today, I want to build another pal bed here and here because I want to get a couple of dedicated pals for hauling at this new base. I'm also going to need to get myself a monitoring stand, which means we need just a little bit more wood, which we can easily get from this tree right about here, and that's going to be more than enough. This thing, I think, is going to live just in the middle here because it's kind of a nice little spot for it. And then I need to figure out who exactly is going to do my hauling out this way. Now, we do have the little chest fella back at the other base, which honestly, we could send him out here. I don't know if we urgently necessarily need to. I would like to sort by transporting though. So if we do that, we have a vanworm and we have a relaxosaurus. Now we already do have a relaxosaurus here. We could get another Elgrove, which would be, what are we doing? Hello? Why is my 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 nearly dead? I think there might have been a vanworm just come up here. Actually, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 has a major injury. Oh my God. Seriously? You've got a sprain. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that. Is that we're gonna have to deal with it? But yeah, I think the Vanworm is probably not a bad shout, given that the Vanworm can do a good amount of transport and fire stuff. This Relaxosaurus, I'm also gonna put out as well. I think that's probably for the best. We could put out this Elgrove, but I mostly just want a good bit more transporting, because look at all this stuff that we have laying around. There is so much of it that we need to move into that chest. So getting that done is going to be for the best. Why? What is wrong with you? Why did you? Hello? What did my oh my God. What is wrong with this Vanworm? That was so personal. What the hell, man? Oh, my poor 𝗟𝗏𝗡. Oh, no, buddy. That was so mean. Like, that was... I've never seen so much disrespect. That is ridiculous. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not happy about that at all, but man, that was kind of funny. Oh, and I totally just remembered that we do in fact have this base out here, and we have a 𝗟𝗓𝗢𝗓 and just a guy. Is that all I have out here? So you're doing planting and harvesting. You're doing a bit of mining, a bit of wood cutting. I don't think just what's in here? Nothing really. How much food do we have here? Oh my God. Okay. I think we can probably dismantle this base. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we need this place anymore. I think it's doing good, honestly. But yeah, I think we can take it apart now. It's just not really needed. So we'll get all of those materials. I probably shouldn't have taken that one apart. And then we can disassemble the pile box as well. Once disassembled, it cannot be restored. That's fine. We'll take that apart. I have, however, just realized that I can't fast travel from here anymore. And I now need to get around the church carrying so much stuff. I should have thought about that. I also probably should have let them mine out all of this iron, because we're really not making quite as much iron back at the main base as we were from this place, but that might just be a me thing. I might need to just assign some pals to mine ore as a dedicated thing. I don't know if I've done that yet, and it's going to take me a minute to figure out if I have, because getting back there, it's going to be really, really slow. But there we go. We now have thousands of red berries in here. We actually have a lot of wheat as well, which we should probably start putting through the mill and turning into flour. In fact, cancel that really quickly. Give me that wheat and let me do it again and allow transport by pals, because we don't want it to just sit in there. It's not something I'm too concerned about. I guess that now puts us in a spot where, what can I quick stack in here? Nothing. I guess that puts us in a spot where the next thing we need is quartz. We need to figure out where that comes from. We need to figure out how to get our hands on it. And I guess I also need to figure out work preferences and whatnot, because we do need someone dedicated to mining ore back here. So our ore mining thing is here. We could put 𝗟𝗏𝗡 on it. 𝗟𝗏𝗡 was the one doing the majority of the mining at the other base, actually. So that seems like a really good match. Oh, and there we go. 𝗟𝗏𝗡 is instantly doing some fantastic work, which is exactly what we want to see. We should have, and we do have, a bunch of people moving some baked berries out of the cooking pot as well, which is totally fine. We have all these refined ingots, which can live in that chest for the time being as well. And I'm also realizing that we do have this 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗓 assigned to the ranch right now, digging up random items from the ground. I don't know that we need 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗓 to be assigned to the ranch right now. I think we'll sort everything out here, which apparently we've already done. I don't think we need you. I don't know that we need Nox. We probably don't need 𝗟𝗏𝗡 or just a guy. I'm trying to figure out what I really need, and I keep coming back to the sense that I think what we really need is a bunch of iron. So I think we're going to assign a 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡 to this base as well, as ridiculous as that might be, because 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡 can help with planting, which we do kind of regularly. I don't know that we necessarily need 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡 to do the planting, but it'll go a little bit quicker. And then once done with that, I don't feel like we need wood all that much. We have 200 in there. We have 2,400 in that chest. So I think what we could probably do is tell 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡 that you are probably never going to do wood cutting. You can do planting, you can do mining, you can do combat, but once you're done with the planting, which seems to be your priority, you can go do mining, which in this case, I'm hoping is going to be ore mining and not stone mining, because I don't know that we need that either. So let's find out what exactly are you going to do. You are coming over here and you are doing, yeah, you're doing ore mining, which is perfect. There's 3 of you working on it, which is really not as quick as I'd like it to be. That's probably okay. We might, what are we looking at in here? We actually don't have that much stone in storage there either. So I think what we'll do, just to maintain a little bit of stone, is go to fixed assignments. We'll go to our stone pit and we'll put rush ore onto the stone pit so that we do have a little bit of stone production going, and that's going to give us a nice little balance of resources. Okay, so I was going around and taking screenshots of my character and some pals for this video's thumbnail, and I heard this big fella. This is a level 39 lucky 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗢𝗡. I'm not sure I can catch this, but damn it, I am going to try, because that just looks really cool. Now, 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙 is going to be my go-to for this, because 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙 can do really good damage, and we killed the other 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗢𝗡. We're not doing as much damage to this one as I'd like, but I'm quite content with the idea that we might be able to do a little something. 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙 is getting absolutely messed up. This might be more of a fight than I am going to be able to deal with, but I am going to try my best and try and catch this thing. I have my doubts. I'm hopeful for sure. That attack there in particular is always good from 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗙, so don't mind if I do. If we can just keep that up, we'll be all right. I don't know if I want to send anybody else to fight this. Maybe 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗙 could do some damage. That's fire maybe is fine. Peering probably not that useful. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 maybe. No idea if 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 going to do all that much, but that thing is. I am glad I moved 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 when I did. That would have been really, really bad. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. 28% from the jump. I have my doubts. 39. Ain't no way. Oh my God. Oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm not really interested in you there, buddy. I'm going to be honest with you. Can I do this? Oh, I love it. There we go. Let's get rid of you. No. We're not dealing with you. We're not dealing with you. Where's my cat thing? There we go. The other one's still going as well. Let's I cannot believe I managed to catch that thing. I am so happy with that. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I've got a level up as well, which is great news. Let's go for, honestly, I'm going to go for work speed, since I just want it to be as quick as it can possibly be. For technology, I honestly don't know what I want to go for. The coal quarry has kind of caught my eye. That would mean that we actually don't need this base that we just built, which is interesting. Not too sure about that one, if I'm totally honest with you. It would be something I could put back at the other base though, which would mean I don't need to do much transport. So we'll use those ancient technology points in a coal quarry. The refined metal armor and helmet would be really cool. I'm assuming I'm going to need this corrosive solvent at some point, so we'll grab those 3 things right there. That leaves me 3 technology points. which is fine. We are making some pretty solid progress, which is great. Very, very happy about this. I also think a large pal bed might be a solid idea. It will need high quality cloth. It will need hardwood, but I would imagine that it's going to help them relax a little bit. I would imagine that's going to make them a little happier. So actually we will unlock that as well. And I mean, this went really well. I can't believe we caught that guy. I really can't. I'm really, really pleased that we managed to catch that lucky Relaxosaurus. So if we go in here now, we have this guy who is fantastic at watering. He's also a philanthropist. I don't know what that means in this context. When assigned to a breeding farm, breeding speed is increased by 100%. He doesn't do breeding. He can also get a missile launcher, which is interesting. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna build one more bed just over here, and it's gonna be right about there, and we'll get it built nice and quickly. And then we'll go over this way, and I'm just gonna let that other Relaxosaurus run around as well, because look at him. Look at him, the big lad. I love it. I love this base so much. I'm so happy with this. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I've already been super productive today, at least in Palworld. At least in Palworld. So this makes me really, really happy. We do need to start heading off in that direction at some point. Relatively sure that's probably where we're going to start finding the quartz that we need. And quartz is also going to require us to build another base, as far as I'm concerned, which I'm completely fine with. I'm not really too concerned about having to build another base. I'm kind of looking forward to it, if anything. But that is something we can worry about in the next one, because that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure, as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.